Welcome everyone. I've been working on a Django web app for the past couple of weeks, and this is what I've got. I wanted to make some kind of RPG, like tabletop RPG character manager, and so I built a very basic one. Just something like you can manage all your stats on it. Have your character somewhere online in your computer. And maybe you could even upload this to a server if you had access to one. And so let's get into some of the code, I guess. But first, I'll show you what the app looks like. So first, I have like the character index right here. You click on this, and you can see that there's all your stats, name of your character, Silder, stamina, perception, all that good stuff. And yeah, so there's that. Works pretty well with just any character you see. See, got all kinds of stuff. You can create a new one. So if I were to do, let's say like test 3, okay, stamina 5, 7, 5, whatever, just a bunch of random numbers. You'll see that they will save. Okay, we submit it. Okay, so here's our character screen. Shows up right here. Right after we do that, you hit back. See, there's our test 3 guy right there. So it saves it. It'll save it between sessions as well. And so that's pretty cool. Here, let me show you. I can just stop this. Come on. There we go. Okay. Okay, and then I run it again. Okay, see, everything's still there. So it still saves it, which is cool. Yeah, so let's get into the code. The code was a little bit complicated this week. I've never really done a web server, and so figuring out the difference between post and get, HTTP protocols, all that stuff, that was a little difficult. And so I ended up following a couple good tutorials. I'll link them in my GitHub if anyone's interested. So here, let's go to views. This is where, actually we'll go models first and then we'll go views. So this is part of the tutorial I was on. It's actually irrelevant to any of the code we have now. And so here's your character. First thing I defined was the name so that you could show that when you have the page, right? I took the Fallout kind of stats, special, stamina, perception, endurance, charisma, yeah. And so that's what I did just because super easy acronym. I knew what all of them were. And so this is your model. It's a Django class, and just kind of helps you define how you want to store all this in a database later, and then present it on screen as well. And so when you print it, I have it showing. So the name is a header, right? And then it just breaks after that. And so you have breaks between each one so that they're on their own line. But these are paragraph tags, I believe. If you don't have anything or just text. My HTML is pretty rusty too, so you have to forgive me if I'm wrong. Here's my character creation screen. So I thought it would be much more difficult for this. I defined every single one here, and then turns out Django just has a function for that. Yeah, you just do form.asParagraph, and then boom, all your stuff is done. And so yeah, it's neat to find these. When you do it right, how easy it is pretty nice. And let's see, let's go to the views, be like the last thing. So here's where I define my form. When you fill out the character, only if you're posting to it does it actually like save the form, right? And so otherwise it just gives you a form and then presents it to the screen. And so when you save it, you just clean the data out of the form, name, stamina, perception, whatever, and then define a new character, and then character.save saves it in our database. So all in all, this is a pretty cool project. I didn't think it would be this easy, honestly, to do a web server. Once I got past some of the nomenclature of Django and how things are done, it got pretty simple. So thanks for watching. If you guys are interested in my code, I'll have a GitHub link in the description. Okay, yeah, see ya.